What's up, Nintendo Switch fans? Jake here to bring you guys another triple jam of news and updates about the Nintendo Switch. Today we have NBA 2k18 as a special surprise. We have some new Monster Hunter Double Cross Switch version gameplay and a new mode footage released. And then we have some updates and new information about Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC Pack 2, The Champions Ballad. So since I started off this video with a sports-like intro, I'm going to start with NBA 2k18. On the My Nintendo Store website, the Japanese version, they have on the listing for NBA 2k18, they have under their corresponding functions, they have network function, in-game billing, and Amiibo function. They have Amiibo function for NBA 2k18 under their listing, and I have no idea what Amiibo is going to work with NBA 2k18. I don't know if it's going to be like a hat or like a new jersey, like a Switch jersey or a Mario jersey or a Mushroom Kingdom jersey, or if they're going to have some throwback to NBA Street Volume 3 on the GameCube where they had Mario, Luigi, and Peach as playable characters, and they're just going to ball out in NBA 2k18. I think that'd look incredibly weird with the actual people, human models they have in NBA 2k18 that look pretty good, but I doubt that's what it's going to be. I don't know what Amiibo we're going to work with them. If it's just going to be a basic Mario one, if it be any Amiibo, we'll unlock like a Nintendo Switch jersey, or if it's going to be like a court decal, or just some small thing like a toadstool tattoo for your player creation. I don't know what it is, but I think it's very interesting that this sports game is going to have Amiibo function when there hasn't been yet any sports Amiibo. Maybe they're going to have a Shaquille O'Neal Amiibo come out and launch with NBA 2k18. That'd be something else, but I don't know. But it is very interesting to me that Amiibos will be supposedly able to work with NBA 2k18 on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm excited to see what the heck the Amiibo will do in the game. Moving on to our second piece of new information, Monster Hunter Double Cross, they released some new footage of a new game mode called Prowler Mode, where you get to play as a feline, and there's tons of felines throughout the game. They do tasks or run shops or things like that, but in this mode you actually get to play as one, and it looks pretty funny to me. Like, you're this cat running around with wielding weapons like big swords and bows and arrows and axes and things, but you can like do a sprint on all fours and then like stand up and jump and slash the monsters apart. I'm not a huge Monster Hunter fan or expert, but this does look very interesting and different to me. And you can like charge up like a Fury attack that reminds me of like Fury Cutters, the Pokemon attack, or like Wolverine's maneuvers. But yeah, I guess it's just another way that they're mixing up the Monster Hunter franchise where you can play as a cat. So if you're a cat lover or Monster Hunter lover or both, then this will be maybe your new favorite mode, playing as a cat, running around defeating the monsters at your leisure. The second video is of gameplay against the Valfalk, which is the cover monster of Monster Hunter Double Cross. And again, I don't know a ton about Monster Hunter, but this guy looks pretty beastly. Looks like a very formidable opponent to be up against, especially if you were doing this by yourself. But big gray dragon, not much more to say. I will put a link in the description down below to the full footage of this Prowler mode where you get to play as a feline, and the Valfalk battle gameplay footage as well. Pretty cool new stuff for Monster Hunter. Glad to see that they're introducing a new mode, at least something to mix up the series and bring more interest to the Nintendo Switch version. And last but definitely not least, Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC Pack number 2, The Champions Ballad, at this Japanese expo where they're showing off the Legend of Zelda art. Aonuma talked about the upcoming DLC Pack number 2. They showed off a little bit of a cinematic feature in the new DLC, and it has no sound or anything, but it shows Zelda on a horse going through the snow with 2 knights on horseback as well, kind of escorting her. And then the next little scene, it's only a 15-second clip here, the next scene is her in Gerudo Desert, in their main capital building, talking to a hidden figure, sort of, but I'm assuming it's Urbosa. And he goes on to say, Aonuma, that while it looks like Zelda may be the playable character in this new DLC pack, based on this footage, that is in fact not true. Link will be the hero till the end. So I'm guessing that that means that Link is the playable character for this new DLC pack, and you don't get to play as any other character, or at least not Zelda. Maybe you can take control over some other champions. But I'm really curious to see what the storyline is for this, what this is all about. I'm assuming it's going to be more of a side story, another little chunk of gameplay that has cinematics in it and is its own storyline, not just more of the upgrades that the first DLC pack was. The Trial of the Sword was really super fun on the first DLC pack, and then there's the different modes in the equipment and gear, and the equipment and gear train will continue into the second DLC pack. They showed off this lobster shirt that you can get, which is a throwback to Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which is like his starting outfit when he's on the island. Before he gets his green garb, he has this blue lobster shirt, so that will be in Breath of the Wild coming up, along with some more gear that you can search out. So they're still offering that kind of fan service that people love, to be able to customize Link in new ways and throw back to older Zelda games and bring those outfits into the new HD Zelda world, along with this new storyline that, again, I'm super interested to see what it is, if it is going to be, if it's going to have a divine beast, or if it's just going to be, you know, battles, or if there's going to be a major boss battle like a Ganon battle at the end, or if it's going to be, you know, where you end up losing, you go in and you try to fight Ganon and you end up losing, and that's why you have to be put in the 100-year sleep, or how that's going to play out and what kind of storyline they focus on. Maybe it's just preparation, and so you play as Link, sort of like what's been seen in the memory scenes, where you play as Link running around to prepare the champions for their assault before they get defeated by Ganon and get their spirits locked away in the Divine Beast. So maybe it's like pre-Divine Beast being built and wielded by the champions, and you're just in preparation mode and running around and doing that stuff. But I have faith in them because, like I said, the Trial of the Sword was so fun to go through that a brand new storyline piece would be exceptionally cool. I have to imagine that they have some, maybe they don't have a whole Divine Beast, but I have to have some dungeon element, I feel like, where there's some puzzle mechanics going on. If they're going to do another story, I don't know what else they would do. They would have to have some boss battle, some dungeon mechanic, if they're not going with just the trial mechanic of like the Trial of the Sword, where you're going through waves and rooms, just defeating enemy after enemy, because this does, like I said before, seem like another storyline. So maybe it will have a Divine Beast or some other type of dungeon that you have to go through and has some puzzling elements as well. But that'll do it for our 3-pack. NBA 2k18 with Amiibo function on the Nintendo Switch. New Monster Hunter Double Cross Switch version gameplay footage against the Volfolk, and Prowler mode, where you get to play as a feline, you get to be a cat and slice and dice some monsters, and some new updates about the Champions Ballad, new Breath of the Wild DLC pack, some new outfits coming, new storyline coming. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think the Amiibo are going to do, or what you're most excited for in the new DLC pack. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all things Nintendo Switch related, and just Switch Force, because we're pretty cool over here as well. But until then, Switch Force out.